professional football.
Hello and welcome back to the CFL Round Up. I'm your host Damien Lisi, and this week we'll be doing things a little bit differently, as instead of taking a look at the past week's CFL games, we're going to do a roundup of CFL jerseys you've probably never seen before. I'm going to take you through my top 5 because these things are just too good to not have some eyeballs on. Starting out at number 5 is going to be the 1994 Ottawa Rough Riders. This isn't a team that technically exists anymore, but it doesn't make their uniforms any less sweet. We got a great combo here of some gold, some red, and a little bit of blue. I think this is a really sweet uniform. The Red Blacks now could really use a little bit more of a spark or a bit of a better touch to their uniform, and I really think that incorporating some gold could do that. So I would love to see some gold kind of make their way back in the Ottawa colorway, because this is sweet. This looks great on field, and I'm a bit of a sucker for a gold helmet. Coming in at number 4 is the 2014 Montreal Alouettes Alternates. These were called the 425 Bomber Division uniforms, and they come in with this strong gray accent. We got metallic gray pants, and then they bring in a bit of a modern touch with the gradient on the helmet. I love it going from red to blue. And these were actually done to honor the 1946 425 division. That was the first and only Francophone division in the Canadian Air Force. And it was actually worn by Johnny Manziel during his time with the Alouettes. They actually wore these down the road a few years afterwards. It ended up getting interesting with some white helmets that didn't really match. So it made for a pretty jarring on-screen appearance, but nevertheless a unique and interesting uniform. For number 3, we're going to take you down to CFL American expansion. That's right, in 1995, the Memphis Mad Dogs were preparing to play their first game in the CFL, and they donned some absolutely insane uniforms to match. We got the Mad Dogs splayed all over the front. I do love the colors, the green and the white, and that kind of goldy brown dog color actually seems to work well, but I just don't think these uniforms will ever be seen again, and I think for that reason they make them one of the most unique probably in CFL history. Up at number 2, we're going to go back to 2014 for the Rider Blitz Edition uniforms. That's right, Saskatchewan, known for their watermelon donning fans, actually put that to paper and put kind of a watermelon design all over the helmets of these ones. You can barely even find these online when you look up pictures of them. There only seems to be a few, but these things were just crazy. I think this is a fun way to actually kind of embrace the fan culture and go after something. So often we get teams going pretty safe and pretty boring with their uniforms. I love that the Riders, knowing that they have this crazy passionate fan base, actually went for something here. And coming in at the number 1 slot, we're going to have to go back down south to the Sacramento Gold Miners. What a great team name and some great colors to match. I don't know about you, but I'm a real sucker for teal in football jerseys, and I think that they just did this absolutely perfect. I think these are uniforms that pop. It's a great logo, and why were all the American teams the ones getting the cool and crazy uniforms? I think that the CFL needs to bring back a bit of this swagger, and nobody really did it better in that expansion or really in the CFL at that time than the Sacramento Gold Miners. I know that if they drop some merch for this, I'd probably be in line for it right away. And that does it for the top 5 CFL jerseys you've probably never seen before. Let me know in the comments which ones I might have missed and which ones are your favorites. For now, I'm Damien Lisi at the CFL Roundup.